Welcome to the Better Podcast, where we talk about all things games.
I'm Steven,
And I'm Samuel.
and leave a message at the tone. Beep.
Beep.
So today the topic is a game called Spelunky 2.
Okay, what do you got in terms of information on this wonderful game that I've most definitely played?
Yeah, I figured you talked about that pre-production. But like its predecessor, Spelunky 2 is a 2D platform game. In the game, the player assumes control of Anna, the daughter of the explorer from the first game, who visits the moon in order to find her missing parents. In the game, Anna must navigate deadly caves filled with hostile enemies and traps to collect treasures, such as diamonds, emeralds, rubies. When Anna dies, she'll have to restart from the beginning of the game and lose all of her items. This game is called a roguelike, for those of you that don't know. And the game is rearranged through the productional regeneration to present new challenges and paths. Each level also features several layers which can be explored by the player. New areas, such as lava-themed volcana, are introduced. Volcana is like just a cave that's like full of lava and like magma-based enemies. The game features the new liquid physics system, so it'll actually have ripples and it can splash lava at you, which is a real big pain when you're playing the game. All right, so the mounts are a turkey that gives you a double jump, and then you can glide, and then it's it's a turkey, obviously. And then the second one is a rock dog. It also gives you a double jump, but in place of the glide, it gives you a fireball attack that lights things on fire. However, if the turkey dies to fire, you get another health because you cooked a turkey. Because that's cool.
Oh, it was a question, sir, not
Oh,
high five.
okay.
The question is, what makes this game so much unique? What makes this game unique on terms of, makes it stand out from the crowd compared to other 2D platformers?
Since it's a roguelike, it is infinitely playable, and there's a multiplayer function, and everything is just kind of randomized. Like the whole maps, everything. There are sections that are not randomized. Like it'll just be these maps every time, but it's just so unbelievably fun to play, especially with friends. I just really wanted to talk about it. Do you just have any questions?
Let me try to think. Are there different types of weapons? What could you explain
Yes,
those?
there are. Basically, there's just so many different weapons. Like each one has its own properties. Like shotgun can insta kill. Like there's also backpacks, like a jetpack, teleporter, freeze gun. And then there's also it's just so unbelievably incredible with all the weapons and the ways that you could play it. There's 4 backpacks. One of them is a jetpack. One of them is a teleporter pack. Oh, four. That's 4. One of them is a hover pack where you cannot fall down, but you can go side to side. And then the last one is a really good one. Basically, it makes your bombs that you throw have a bigger explosion radius, and your whip do fire damage.
Flaming whip.
However,
does that
there
work? Please
is a
continue.
there is a downside to such overpowered items. If you get hit from behind, they will explode and you immediately die. Yeah.
How violent.
Yeah, there's also blood in the game. And then there's a cup that when you touch blood droplets, it heals you.
So,
Oh, I forgot to explain a literal god in the game. It is called Kali, I think. Kali. But basically, she wants sacrifices on the altar that you will find in several different maps. And then you just put corpses or knocked out players onto the thing. They die immediately. And then you get items from it. So you can kill your friends by sacrificing them to a god.
out of 10, how would you rate this game?
Ooh, definitely at least a 7, since I've played it so much with my friends, and it's just been the constant topic that we've been talking about this entire time. All right, so now that we're done with Spelunky, we're going to switch over to Sam, who's going to start explaining some gaming news. Today's topic is Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago they released Nintendo Direct, which was announced the previous day before, and we got a lot of cool information on some upcoming games. One that I don't really know, but it'll be a lot of fans would be pretty happy about is Bayonetta 3. I don't have much information on about.
Yo, I've never played that game.
Bro, I thought you were gonna say your face just looked like
Nah.
like I'm a fan of this series, but no.
Yo, isn't that the chicken smash that shoots guns with her feet?
Yeah, but
Base, let's go.
now
Okay, carry on.
they announced a bunch of new Nintendo 64 games for their new expansion pack.
Ooh.
I don't of course have the pack because it's expensive, but the
Figures.
people who buy it are gonna have a lot of fun with this new with the new content. They're getting GoldenEye 007,
Ooh, alright.
Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, the Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 with online support. The originals, not like the new ones, which is gonna be very cool. And Excite Bike 64. Those are like the main highlights. And in terms of other game information, Pikmin 4 is finally gonna be happening, and it will be releasing next year, which that would be basically a decade
Let's
without a new
go.
mainline entry in this franchise.
Let's go.
Like-
Omar, the worst character in Smash.
Don't bully him. His games are actually pretty good.
Isn't he like 2 feet tall?
He's like that though.
Oh, he's
And
small.
and like Canon High, he's very short. He's like
He's like an
slightly
inch,
bigger than a
'cause
bug.
Yeah,
Well, no-
Sam forgot that you guys can't see. He's like less than an inch or like an inch or so.
I could crush him.
Which is a lot, by the way.
So yeah,
Sorry, I had to sneak that joke in there.
also finally we finally got a release date on the new game for Legend of Zelda,
Ooh,
the sequel,
alright.
the long-awaited sequel, and
Of
people have been
Breath of
waiting
the
it
Wild?
for
Or-
years.
Wait for Breath of the Wild or what?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's going to be releasing on May 12th, 2023. Now that could be easily changed because they keep delaying. They kept delaying the game
That's Nintendo.
But the game's probably gonna be really good, and it's gonna be an enhanced version of upgrade engine of the original previous game.
That one was so fun.
It probably utilizes some of the same old map, but it appears to have islands you can glide down, pop a Fortnite
Yo, Crank 90s. Let's go.
Okay, you're able to
Get a
pop
number
a glide
one
in the
victory
previous game,
royale.
but you could do all kinds of cool stuff in this other game. I don't know. I didn't play the last game. I have
Really?
friends who did.
Dude, it's so fun. Like, you just get to explore the map of Hyrule. Like, there's so many weapons. Like, each of them breaks, so it actually has, like, an actual thing to it. One thing I hate, though, is that they, make the Master Sword, quote-unquote, break. And it just, takes time to recharge. So, literal Master Sword has to recharge.
But it's the Master Sword.
Yeah, but, still, if they don't give you, a permanent weapon, at least one, it kind of sucks.
True.
However, it's worth it just because of the sheer amount of weapons that they give you and you could find.
I've seen the speedruns of the game. You can use the thing to stop something, and you can hit it with your axe, and then you could yeet yourself all across the map.
You can go straight to the final boss. You can go to the other places just to get stronger, but you can go straight to the final boss.
At the beginning of the game, yeah.
Yeah,
I know about that.
You can win 10 minutes in. No, not 10. That's maybe 30 minutes in. It takes a lot of skill, but it is possible.
Yeah. So I think we are good here, and we should end it here. And how do you feel about this podcast?
I fucking love it, dude.
Bro, we have to bleep this out now. How am I gonna do that?
It's fine.
And okay, fine.
Anyway, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for listening, and now that you know who the Better Podcast is, kiss, smooch, and lick that like button. See you all in the next episode.
Yippee.